Yeah. If I did it, then I did it right. Yeah. This ain't happened for me overnight. Yeah. Bet against me, you gon' pay the price. Yeah. Down to business, I ain't playing nice. Yeah. So ahead of y'all, I'm out of sight. Yeah. When you poppin', they all wanna slice. Yeah. Greed and envy, that's a part of life. Yeah. Mediocre, that just won't suffice. Better now than ever. Ain't no cracking under pressure. The boy is clever. If I did it, it was stellar. Nobody fresher. Stop complaining, man, my head hurts. These catchy records ain't nothing really but a walk in the park for me. Heard the catalog, you know I got some scars on me. Just getting started, you don't really wanna start with me. It's John Kill, I would sacrifice a heart in me for family, high roller. But you wouldn't know it by the way that I wrote up. Career lifespan looking good, it ain't slowing. One after another, man, I just keep going and going and going. Yeah, if I did it, then I did it right. This ain't happened for me overnight. Bet against me, you gon' pay the price. Down to business, I ain't playing nice. Yeah. So ahead of y'all, I'm out of sight. Yeah. When you poppin', they don't wanna slice. Yeah. Greed and envy, that's a part of life. Yeah. Mediocre, that just won't suffice. Keep myself grounded, that's a piece of me that I won't let go. No matter what level I reach, I promise to hold it close. Ain't gotta tell me this hitting different, man, I already know. How are you claiming we had a baby, we ain't never spoke? I don't be out here with random women on the road. They want a DNA test to prove it, I'm like, here you go. I could've saved you a bunch of time and told you the results. Looking for hush money from me, you ain't gon' get it though. Historic, rain on my parade, I keep walking and ignore it. Just part of the game, yeah, it comes with the territory. It's just another day, man, I'm used to it downpouring. It's nothing. If I did it, then I did it right. Yeah. This ain't happened for me overnight. Yeah. Bet against me, you gon' pay the price. Yeah. Down to business, I ain't playing nice. Yeah. So ahead of y'all, I'm out of sight. Yeah. When you poppin', they don't wanna slice. Yeah. Greed and envy, that's a part of life. Yeah. Mediocre, that just won't suffice. Do not need no introduction. Start my own, can't no one touch it. Became what they said I couldn't. Mediocre, that won't cut it. Life is a gift, I wanna live it to the fullest while I can. Why would I not wanna know my days in this game are numbered? Might as well enjoy the few years that I do have left. Who knows when I'ma write my last verse? I've been to hell and back ever since that first EP came out with all I have on it. I've been giving all I have, wasn't really prepared for the pain I was gonna have to go through to get to the end result that I knew I wanted. Hope that would make an impact in rap. Has that been insane? Yes, but it was worth it. I can't imagine if I would've gave up and just turned my back on this music. Where would I be now? Don't know how I would've made it out from underneath that rainy cloud. Had my doubts, yes, but that's how I found my true purpose. If my surface looks great, who cares if underneath I'm hurting? If there's one thing I've learned in my life, it's that life is uncertain. Getting burned is unavoidable, isn't it? Ain't a person alive that hasn't been a victim of being lied to. We're all hypocrites, giving our 2 cents but not listening. All living in our own world, thinking that we're right when the fact of the matter is a closed mind is the mind of an idiot. Don't believe that's true? Well, open it.
I ain't tripping, this is easy. Got 'em excited to meet me. I got diamonds, you got CZs. Wake up, get to it, and repeat. Hey, I ain't hearing nothing hate to say. Let us talk about it. My whole crew is about 100 deep. Gotta walk around it. I kill it and then I walk away. Put the chalk around it. I just get low key and watch them talk about it. I'm in New York and we finna get loose. Squeeze the big apple and give me the juice. Don't wanna talk, I just do what it do. My alter egos can fill up a room. Hop on the flight, take a trip to Peru. Yeah, hop in the whip that is missing the roof. My woman a fire, just look at my boo. I'm no almighty, I'm feeling like Bruce. Ooh.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup, and we are all set to go, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the New England Patriots.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9?
And this will be a return from deep in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Here we go, get set.
And the drive starts with a carry by Stevenson.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
12.
Now Jones. Short pass caught by Henry. They'll give him 4 yards there. 3rd and 7 now.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
11.
Throwing Jones.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Bryce Baringer on to punt for the Patriots.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And taken right at the 35. Ooh, the juke. An excellent return that time, 26 yards.
And Washington will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10. Faking the handoff. Howell. He's got the hookup downfield to Samuel.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Here's Howell to throw on 2nd down.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Excellent defensive effort to get to him and provide a little contact before the catch could be made cleanly.
And the question now, can the Patriot defense hold firm again on 3rd and goal?
Howell, 3rd and goal.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers.
And the Patriots are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The defense, Charles, they bit a little bit, but they did not break. And then on 3rd and goal there, the huge interception.
Think of the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points. Their goal was to keep them out of the end zone, not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big-time play and a big-time stop by them.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. 1-7 their record here at the midway point of the season. And right now this organization, more than likely, if you look at it, CD, probably in for a rough second half of the season.
Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted.
Picked off by Quan Martin.
And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much. And it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Second down, Howell now. Over the middle, complete. That's Thomas.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Throwing here, Howell.
And they're going to get it. They bring it down to a sack back at the 16-yard line.
Christian Barmore able to record his 5th sack of the season. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Just looking at from a defensive perspective, when you break the hole in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you got to key on because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get it to someone. And in this case, he had the play. They just didn't complete it.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Third and long, here's Howell.
And that will be incomplete.
That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through the completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Slye able to put this one through. And the Commanders get out to a 3-0 lead. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal. And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play. And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands. One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Here we go.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, check that. Street. Ready?
Now he'll try to run with this. Gets by him at the 25. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The quarterback run good for 10 that time, but it does lead to a 3rd down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
21.
Now Jones from the gun on 3rd down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career.
Here we go. 11.
Stevenson now on 1st and 10. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. They run once more with Stevenson. And a pretty good burst right there as they take this down to the 33. 10 more there and another 1st down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
First quarter. With the score, Commanders 3, Patriots 0.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Off the bootleg. Jones. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And the way in. Touchdown, New England. Tyquan Thornton hitting double
digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Patriots have taken the lead.
Extra point by Ryland, up and good.
And that makes it a 7-3 lead.
Back out is the kicker, Ryland, and he'll send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. 3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here because, to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3-6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock.
They'll go play action. Howell. Targeting Thomas on the out route, making the catch.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks. And when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Second down, Howell back to pass.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Third down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sideline and try to figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
So tug on the face mask, and that's going to cost him 15 yards.
And sometimes it'll go unnoticed, but that one, pretty obvious for everyone to see.
So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10.
Back to throw. Jones.
Right side, Thornton with it. Down the right sideline.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New England.
Tyquan Thornton
with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year.
And the Patriots are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Ryland, up and good.
And that pushes the lead up to 11.
So after the field goal, Ryland back out as he'll send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
2nd and 10. Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. And Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is
and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Juwan Bentley. And he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Tyquan Thornton on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. So 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they're a PAT from going up 21-3.
And there's no doubt in my mind, you're liking what you're seeing so far, aren't you?
It's been unbelievable. Like a well-oiled machine, if you will.
What's really tough, though, that defense, they're leaping the shadows at this point. They don't know which way to go. They're being hit in every direction, and they have no answers thus far.
Chad Ryland picking off for the Patriots.
Ryland now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
Let's go.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Now Howell. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
Here we go, set.
And McLaurin, the motion man right. Off play action. It's Howell.
Slings this deep for McLaurin. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 54 yards.
And the Commanders are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8.
21.
Looking to throw. Jones. He finds Douglas complete. And they'll get it out just short of the 45 at the 44. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game, because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Omaha! Sit high!
Jones throwing on first down. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
Now a 2nd and 10. They'll try the left side with Stevenson.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing, because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Patriots first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
Well, this might very well have been 4-down territory, but that's not going to matter now. They get a nice throw there on 3rd down, and they're able to keep the drive going.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Zeke going to get it on the option.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by Quan Martin. And the Commanders will take over here just shy of the 30.
And that's now the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll throw on first down. Here's Howell. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Howell now to throw it. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone and tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. But to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Powell. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Matt Judon picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. Jones in the Pats now with a 1st and 10.
Right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Short pass caught by Henry.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
From the 43, it's 2nd and 3.
21.
Up the middle, here's Stevenson.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
With his size, it often takes more than one guy to get him down, but if you can at least slow him up and the reinforcements arrive, you have a chance to get him on the ground, and that they did, that time for a loss.
Here we go.
3rd and 5.
12.
Back to throw. Jones. And that is incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
The Patriots send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
A handoff running left is Gibson.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Howell.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a 1st down.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a 1st down.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
And Howell will throw it.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down at will.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They'll send a receiver here in motion right.
With a play fake, and now here's how to throw it.
It's Rodgers here with a grab. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
You ask tight ends about their favorite routes to run, and surprisingly, this will pop up as one of their staples because they run so many routes in the middle of the field. How about this one? Starts downfield, bends it to the corner, great touch on the football, and they turn that one into a big play.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Merritt, and they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield.
Juwan Bentley was the one who found his way through and finished off that play.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13.
Pitching it out to Gibson.
And power running here down the 6-yard line. A sizable gain there, 9 yards as they get it back to a 3rd and 5.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down.
Now he'll look to throw it. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Sly able to put this one through.
And that'll make this an 8-point game.
So 3 points, maybe not a grand prize at this stage, but it does get them back within 1 score.
It certainly does because now they stay within shouting distance, so that means everyone on your sideline stays engaged in this game. They know they still have a shot.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
On 2nd down, it's Stevenson.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Foxborough. We get set for the 4th quarter. Patriots have the lead. They also have the football.
Washington on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
21. Well.
Throwing Jones. And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down. Jonathan Allen, the former first-round pick, getting in there to bring him down. Well, when you time those screen passes perfectly, they can work perfectly, but that time it took a little too long to develop.
And you zeroed in on exactly what makes that play go. Timing. Because if the timing's off at all, those unblocked defenders coming at the quarterback, they'll put him on the deck.
They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
2nd and 11. Here's Howell to throw on 2nd down. Throws the out loud and completes it to Samuel.
And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45.
3rd and 8. Howell throwing on 3rd down here. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one good for 24 yards.
And that's a much-needed 1st down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a 4th down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
On the draw, it's Gibson.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It was Matt Judon that time who worked his way in to blow that play up.
And they've just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks, and now here's a tackle behind the line.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
Open man is Samuel, complete. Only able to gain a couple there. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. Here's 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Howell.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36.
Aaron Donald just so strong they can't block him, and he records the sack.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt.
Sly able to put this one through.
But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. So 1st and 10 after a big mistake on 4th down with a penalty.
Back to throw, Howell. He's going to drop this one down to Gibson.
Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play.
Howell's throw complete to Dotson. And the Commanders are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
1st and goal, Washington.
First and goal, a touchdown and a two-point conversion here are musts.
Throwing here, Howell.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Second down, Howell back to pass.
And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Aaron Donald able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play?
And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Commanders have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. So part 1 of what they needed is done. They get in the end zone. Now you have to imagine we'll see a try for 2.
And that's what the book says, but defensively, they can't hang their head right here. They've still got a chance to come out with the lead if they make a play.
They'll try and run it in. And he will get into the end zone for 2. And this game now tied here in the 4th.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. Targets Parker, and he's got him on the crossing route.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
I like what I'm seeing from them here. Tie game in the 4th quarter. They understand the situation. They don't need to be in any rush. Go ahead and huddle up and run your offense. That last completion put them in a nice position to take the lead in this game.
From the gun, it's Stevenson.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, they always talk about playing great team defense, and that was an excellent example right there. Everyone on assignment, no one in the wrong spot, everyone filling their gaps.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Second down, 8 yards to go.
11.
Now Jones. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback and then make sure you blanket the field.
Here's Jones. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
Touchdown, Patriots. Hunter Henry, 52 yards.
answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the fourth.
They do tack on the extra point as well, and they will take a 7-point lead.
Back out is the kicker, Ryland, and he'll send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Here's 1st and 10. Powell to throw. Pass complete, Samuel. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give them 7 there on the first down carry.
Not a bad game there, and it's okay to still run the football in this situation, but you got to be careful to not take too much time off the clock.
They'll come up now on 2nd down. Here's Howell.
Had his hands on it, but dropped it. Rookie mistake, 3rd down.
The noise is getting deafening. Here's 3rd down and 3.
He's back to throw.
He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
4th down, Howell, desperation time. And this is going to wind up working out just fine as he'll have a Washington first down. And an exhale there as they convert on 4th. All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now. Howell's throw into the hands of McLaurin. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts
as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
They'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 24-yard line.
First down, Washington.
Back to throw. And this ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
And now they're going to go for 2 and a possible win as this crowd rises to make things difficult. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football.
And it looks like one of the DBs has it.
So they're unable to stretch it to a 3-point lead. Now you got to be careful on the kickoff because a field goal obviously beats you.
Definitely, and that's why they went for 2. They wanted to make sure a field goal wouldn't beat them. Now they're in a position where they've got to cover well and make sure they don't get into range and put one through the posts.
And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go 10.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. This was, and the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
So for New England, it's a rare bright spot in what's been a tough season as they move to 2-7 now on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Washington, their season is on life support.